everyone instantly respects them. There's no shouting, no demanding attention. They just have it. Well, in this explainer, we're breaking down a fascinating source that reveals 5 tiny, nonverbal changes you can make to transform yourself from feeling totally invisible to naturally commanding any room you walk into.
Look, a lot of us have faced this really painful reality, feeling like you're just invisible. You're at school or sitting in a meeting at work, and people talk right over you or walk past you like you aren't even there. It's the worst, right? But what if you could flip that switch? What if you could command a room, have people actively want to hear your opinions, and completely change how you're treated, all without ever raising your voice?
Let's clear something up right off the bat. Real respect is absolutely not about being loud. It's not about being aggressive or showing off. It's actually a feeling that people get from you, usually without them even knowing why they're feeling it. And the best part, you don't need any special talent to start using these 5 secrets today. It's a total game changer.
Step 1. The physical foundation.
Picture the invisible person for a second. Shoulders slumped, staring at the floor, trying to take up as little space as physically possible. It's like they're trying to fold into themselves. Now look at what highly respected people do. They stand tall, shoulders back, head up. And it's not stiff or robotic, it's just natural and relaxed. When you simply sit up straight and pull your shoulders back, you're literally hijacking people's brains to automatically think, oh, this person is important.
Because here's the absolute truth. Your body talks way before your mouth does. You don't even have to speak for that foundation of respect to start building. Actually, try it with me right now. Just sit up a little straighter, pull those shoulders back just an inch or two. You can literally feel the difference, can't you? That is the physical feeling of respect taking root.
Okay, secret number 2 is all about pace. Imagine 2 people walking into a room. The first one is rushing around like a nervous, crazy chicken, spilling their coffee, aggressively throwing their bag down, talking a mile a minute. Contrast that with the calm winner. They walk in slowly, they sit down calmly, they actually wait a beat before speaking. When you deliberately slow down your movements, your speech, even the way you eat, you immediately look calm. And when you look calm, you look entirely in control.
There is something almost magical that happens when you slow down. Think about it. We live in a world where absolutely everyone is rushing around, stressed out, yelling to be heard. So the calm person naturally becomes the most interesting person in the room. People will literally stop and wait for you to speak. They lean in. By just slowing your pace, you signal that you have all the time in the world, and that commands immediate respect.
Step 2. The psychological edge. Now we're getting into the deep stuff. Most people look at the floor or the wall or their phones when they're talking. Huge mistake. But you also don't want to lock eyes and stare them down like some unblinking robot, because that's just creepy. So here is the exact 3-second eye contact trick. Step 1. Look at their eyes for exactly 3 seconds. Step 2. Briefly look away for 1 second to break the tension. Step 3. Look back naturally. It's easy, it's comfortable, and it projects a massive amount of confidence.
When you use this specific rhythm of eye contact, you are silently broadcasting a very powerful message. You're saying, I see you, I'm not afraid, I'm confident. The source actually shares a brilliant story about this. A guy used to always look at his shoes when talking to his boss. One day, he decides to try this exact trick. 3 seconds of eye contact, look away, look back. And no joke, the boss instantly started treating his opinions with more respect. He pitched the exact same ideas with the exact same words, but that psychological edge of confident eye contact changed everything.
And that brings us to secret number 4, the psychological edge of champion listening. Let's be honest, most people practice fake listening. They're really just waiting for their turn to talk, formulating their next sentence in their head. Respected people do the exact opposite. They listen so intently, it's like they're absorbing every single word. They nod, they make little acknowledgement sounds, they ask follow-up questions. They earn massive respect not by talking, but by listening like an absolute champion. Why does this work so well? Because at the end of the day, every single human being on Earth just wants to be heard. When you put your own ego aside, watch their face, and actually try to feel what they're feeling, you make them feel deeply important. And as the source makes crystal clear, when you make someone feel important, they will respect you forever. It's just human nature.
Step 3. The ultimate weapon.
It's silence. When a problem hits, when office drama flares up, or when total chaos breaks out. Just say absolutely nothing.
I know, it sounds completely backwards to just sit there, right? But picture a room where everyone is loud, everyone is arguing, everyone is throwing their opinions around, and absolutely nobody is actually listening. In the middle of all that noise, the person who stays perfectly quiet,
The one who just sits back, watches, and listens becomes the most powerful person in the room. Silence makes you look wise. It makes people intensely curious about what you're thinking. It really is a superpower.
Here's a perfect example from the source. There's this chaotic work meeting. Everyone is fighting over a project, just yelling and going in circles for 10 straight minutes. But one guy just sits there, completely quiet the entire time, doesn't say a peep. Then after 10 full minutes of exhausting fighting, he finally leans in and speaks just 5 words. Let's try a different way. Instantly, the whole room stops. Everyone listens, everyone agrees. By holding back his words until the perfect moment, his silence amplified those 5 little words into an absolute mic drop.
The deeper secret, self-respect.
Let's actually tie all this together, because you can't fake this stuff long term. Look at how each of these external methods is really just a reflection of an inner meaning. When you stand tall, you're physically respecting your own body. When you intentionally move and talk slow, you are respecting your own time. That 3-second eye contact trick, that's you respecting your self-worth. When you actively listen, you're showing profound respect for others. And when you wield that ultimate weapon of silence, you are proving that you respect your own words way too much to just throw them away on noise.
So let's take a quick mental screenshot of your brand new toolkit. 1. Stand tall like you matter, because you do. 2. Move and talk slow. Rushing just makes you look out of control. 3. Use the 3-second eye contact trick to project total confidence without making it weird. 4. Listen so deeply that people genuinely feel heard. And 5. Don't be afraid to use silence as your secret weapon. Let the loud people tire themselves out while you command the room with your quiet wisdom.
We've just walked through exactly how these methods can take someone from feeling completely invisible to being the person everyone naturally defers to. So here's my challenge to you. Look at those 5 secrets. Which one method, just pick the one that feels the easiest to start with, will you commit to practicing for the next 7 days?